So, Star Trek Discovery, Season 4, Episode 12. Has this episode managed to take us boldly forward? Let's find out. Okay, so this is Episode 12 of Star Trek Discovery, Season 4, titled Species 10C. This is the penultimate episode. Next week is the finale. Now, the crew of the Discovery in the ship, with Book's a ship attached to it, have approached the DMA. Basically, this is a mega structure that is so big, it's literally the size of us to Mars, like sort of round almost sort of thing. This, you know, that they're you don't get the concept of this, you don't see the concept of it. They go up to it and they're trying to communicate and this sort of thing, and they get pulled inside by a sort of ripple and a tentacle after sending in some of them little robot drones that get taken in. We never find out what happened to them. But the ship gets pulled in through a ripple. It looks a bit like Stargate, with a watery tentacle that comes out of it, looking a bit like the thing out of the abyss. When they go inside, they do open up communications with the alien race. It's all done through a series of lights and the molecule stuff that they're kicking out. And they have to figure out how to communicate, and it's all done through math and this sort of a thing. While this is all going on, obviously we've got Book on his ship with Reno and Taka. Reno's imprisoned on board, but she keeps wanting some licorice because she's making a little device to signal the discovery and this sort of a thing. Taka gets in conflict with Book on board, and Book gets locked up himself on board because Taka's plan will destroy everyone, essentially, the Discovery, them. He's on a suicide mission more than anything. And communications are going well with the alien race. Captain Berman and some of her crew go aboard this little orb, like a liquid-looking orb, and it takes them out to the alien race. Not that they see them; it's still done through lights. But then, when Taka initiates his plan, Burnham gets kicked back onto the Discovery and all this sort of thing, and and they're left in limbo like that. Now, this episode is all pretty much plays out like that. The episode is slow going. I mean, it feels like, at first you think something's going to happen, but nothing really happens. It's all about communication and this sort of thing, and it's just, it's quite a drag to get through, Some of the writing is so lazy on this show. I rolled my eyes when they were trying to figure out how to communicate. They said, well, let's get insight of some other people, because then maybe we can figure it out. So lo and behold, they pull in 3 of the crew of the bridge, 3 of the underdeveloped crew of the bridge, just to give them something little to do. And I'm sort of like, oh yeah, okay, that's just lazy writing there. So we need to give these people something to do. I've said this week after week that they're trying to build these characters up, but it feels so forced. And this scene shows that it's lazy writing, it's forced writing. It's like, we need to give them something to do, so let's have them here and they figure it out between them 3. Yeah, all right, okay, fair enough. Just lazy writing. So again, got 1 episode left, and you want to be introduced to this alien race that's doing this. You want to see who's behind it and all this sort of thing, and the reveal's going to come in the final episode. It's just lazy. It's slow. I mean, I had to keep my eyes open. I was dozing off at a couple of points in this episode, and I've only been up a few hours. Do you know what I mean? So it's not very good. In perspective, Star Trek Picard, I've done a review for episode 2 of that, and that just knocked it out of the park. That's just way more interesting, way more Star Trekky than what this is. Again, it's all about feelings and about, harmony and people being nice and all this sort of thing. It's just so painful to sit through and watch. And luckily 1 episode left. Luckily, I say. Hopefully the future's bright with Picard season 2 and the Ensign Mount series, Strange New Worlds, because Discovery's just, they need new writers for next season. That's all I can say. Anyway, I'm leaving it there. I can't bother talking about this series anymore in this episode. So, not a very good episode again. It's AJ. Thanks for watching. Please consider hitting the subscribe button. Check out my Picard review. That was a lot more enthusiastic than this one. A lot more interesting stuff to talk about in that series. But there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching all. Take care and goodbye.